Hello guys, today we're going to see how to connect Cursor to 11 Labs using MCP. Currently I'm on the main website of 11 Labs. You can find it at elevenlabs.io. If you don't have an account, you can just create it by signing up. But since I have an account, I will just log in. In order to run the MCP, I'll have to generate the API key. I will go to my workspace, click it, then choose API keys. Let me click this button. Let me unrestrict the API key because I need the API key to have access to all the tools. Then create it. Copy the API key and go to Cursor. Let me open the terminal and write pip install 11labs-mcp. If you don't know what pip is, it's a package installer for Python. So I will attach a link in the description on how to install it. Let me click enter. Installation has finished. Let me clear that. What we want to do now is get the configuration to add to Cursor in order to connect 11 Labs and Cursor with the MCP. So we need the configuration of the MCP in a JSON format. In order to get the configuration, we go to the terminal, we write Python m11 labs underscore mcp API key equals to, remember the API key we generated at 11 Labs? We paste it here. And write print. We click enter. I will put these terminal commands in the description below so that you can copy paste them. Anyways, we have created our MCP server configuration. This is personalized to our computer. Now we just have to copy it and paste it into Cursor. Let me copy that. Click Ctrl C. Go to settings. Choose tools and integrations here. Click this add custom MCP button. And paste the code that we just copied and save it. Let me go back to settings. As you can see, 11 Labs MCP is loading the tools. When it finishes, the yellow light is going to turn into green. Let me refresh that. Great, now the 11 Labs MCP is connected. We have about 20 tools enabled. Looking at the tools, you can see we have text to speech, speech to text, we can search voices, we can search the library, we can play audio, etc. Let me clear all this and open the composer. This is my project that I want to create a podcast about. It's a waitlist management system. So let's ask Cursor to create a podcast about the project. Let me write create a podcast about my project. I would say use 11 labs MCP. I'll click enter. Now the AI will read the project, will read all the files, and it will create a podcast about the project. It's calling the text-to-speech tool. So it already generated a script for the podcast, and now it's transforming the text into speech. Let me actually see the content inside the tool. So there is this text, welcome to Tech Solutions, Spotlight, etc. Now all this text is the script for the podcast. All this. It's calling this with a voice name called Adam, and the style and the speed and the stability, all of these are properties that are used to control the voice and the style of the podcast. Okay. Now it's saying, let me try creating a shorter podcast version because the previous one was very long. So it's creating a shorter version. Yes. All this text is going to be turned into a voice format that sounds like a podcast. Great, I think it has finished. Let me check it. It says that it successfully created the podcast and the audio file has been saved to my desktop as this file with an MP3 file extension. So it's an audio. It has generated a podcast audio file. Now let us go to the file and open it.
Welcome to Tech Spotlight. Today we're exploring an innovative clinic waitlist management system that's revolutionizing patient queue management. Imagine walking into a clinic and seeing exactly where you stand in the queue on a clear display, while behind the scenes, everything updates in real time.
We have created a high quality mini podcast that's about 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Now let's summarize everything. These are the steps that we've gone through. The first step is to sign up for 11 Labs account. Then you go to your workspace and generate an API key. Then you go back to your PC and you install the 11 Labs MCP. I'll link this command in the description. Then you run this command to get your configuration by putting your API key here. You copy the configuration to an mcp.json file, then you save it. After that, you can ask Cursor to create a podcast. You don't need to create a podcast, but also you can create a demo. You can create any sort of explanation about your project because people learn more while listening instead of reading text. You can also use this for communication between teammates, to explain code files to your colleagues by just sending them an audio file. So this is all the steps. I hope you remember them and I hope you like this video. I'll see you on the next one.